Alrighty guys, it says I'm recording. If I am, hello you lovely people out there, my name is Tyson, and in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I have made Superman customs for the new 2025 movie. I saw it in theaters last week when it came out, and I gave the movie a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it, and I think that if you are a DC fan, you should watch it. If you're like more of a comic and animated fan, it's probably a better movie for you than if you're just a movie fan because it's almost the polar opposite of what we've had in the past. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great movie, and I think you guys would too. Anyway, starting off with the man, the myth, the legend himself, we have Superman. I gave him these arms to kind of add some detail because there's a lot of lines on his new suit. I gave him the Justice League Superman torso because it has a smaller emblem than the normal one did. And I just gave him the normal Superman legs to have the trunks on there. On the back of his cape, there is the Superman S, and I also gave him laser eyes. As you can see, they don't look that good, but yeah. Next up, we have Crypto. This isn't a custom. I just figured he should be here because it's Crypto, so he's just gonna stay in the back. Also, if you're wondering why he can get big, it's because I used the main character slot for him. So next up is probably my two least favorites because they just didn't turn out that great. We have Mr. Terrific. I tried to do something different rather than just using all of his pieces because he is already in this game. So I gave him white legs instead of black ones because it was the best way for him to look different. It's not terrible, but I really wish that I could have found a better torso instead of just the Mr. Terrific torso. Next up, we have Lois Lane. This is my least favorite custom because I used her outfit from this game, or at least her torso from this game, and it just doesn't look that good. But yeah, there's not much to say on this one. I thought she was great in the movie though. Her and um, David Cornsweet, what's her name? Rachel Brosnahan were great, great chemistry. Next up, we have the number one hater, Lex Luthor. I really like the way that this one turned out. It's almost the exact outfit he was wearing, minus the extremely blue tie. Um, I think that this looks awesome, and yeah, Lex Luthor was my favorite character in the movie. He was the standout for me. Um, Spoilers, by the way. Um, the scene, the 1A, 1A, 1A was so satisfying to watch. And I loved seeing Hater Lex. This dude had no remorse, and it was beautiful. Next up is Ultraman. I kind of copped out on this one just a tad bit, because I just gave him Zoom's entire body minus the hip plate because it was black and it had similar details, including like the tiny little circle on his chest. I wish that I could have gotten like some sort of U on his chest, but there just isn't a chest plate with that. Um, I did also give him laser eyes and the ability to fly. I also gave him the, I think they're called epaulets on his shoulders to kind of insinuate him being bigger because he did have kind of a bulkier look. Next up, we have the Engineer. This is probably one of my favorites, honestly. I used Rain from Supergirl's entire body except for the torso because it has very, very similar details. And for the torso, I used Black Mantas, I think, from the Aquaman movie. And I gave her a shield, but it's supposed to be the razor blades she kept shooting out of her hand. Um, I honestly didn't expect to care about her in the movie. Oh wait, oh this is actually kind of perfect because there's a jetpack on the back as well, which is great. Mine, if you take out the red, this is perfect because she had a jetpack in the movie too. That's awesome. I did not expect to like her in the movie because in the trailers I don't think she had one line of dialogue, and in the movie she didn't have much. She didn't do much, but the fight scene at the stadium with her and Ultraman versus Superman was very very fun to watch, and I did enjoy that. Next up, we have Gary, also known as Superman Robot 4. This was probably the hardest custom to make, but I really didn't want to leave him out. And so I tried my best. The torso is a little wonky. I think the arms and legs look good because they have kind of a little robotic look, I guess. The head is probably the weakest part. There's not much I can do for a mouthless visor robot head, but I tried my best. And the torso, I was really debating between giving him a 4 and just making it red, or just giving him the Superman logo and there's just no 4. I went with the Superman logo because just to have the shape, I just thought it would look better. Um, and the little belt that's under it, he has this kind of design. I think all of the Superman robots have this design because they were all built the same, where it kind of caves in a little bit like a typical robot, and so I thought that that looked similar and it might fit well. So yeah, and also this blue cape, which is just such a standout. I love it. But yeah, Gary, awesome. I love Alan Tudyk, so it was absolutely hilarious. Next up, we have Guy Gardner. I actually really liked this one. I thought it turned out good. I gave him the Green Lantern ring. I gave him the bowl cut, which is hysterical. I loved Nathan Fillion in this movie. He is one of my favorite actors to watch. He's just so unapologetically sarcastic, but he's also so charismatic that it's just so fun to watch. Um, I gave him these little green arms because it looked like he had like a green shoulder plate and then a green wrist plate, but the sleeve itself was black. And so I thought that this looked good. The chest could be better, but it was the only chest I could find that had like white and black and green in it. So I thought it would go well. If you look like right in the middle under the lime green, there's like a green V line going across, and same on like the hips. So I thought it looked good, and I gave him the same bottom half as Mr. Terrific because their suits look the same. Next up is Hawk Girl. Um, I'm not as sure about this design. I don't think it looks terrible. I wish that her helmet wasn't so big and didn't have the white eyes, but I mean, it's the preset Hawk Girl helmet, so there's only so much that I can do. I do like the wings and the little plunger that's supposed to be the mallet is pretty cool. Um, but yeah, there's not much to say about that one. Next up is Jimmy Olsen. This, I think, actually turned out fairly well. I was originally just going to do his brown t-shirt that he wears for a good chunk of the movie, but I couldn't quite find one, so instead I went with this brown and blue jacket that he had, and it was perfect because it had a brown t-shirt on under, so I thought it looked good. He's not supposed to be able to do that. Get him to. Oh my lord. This is the one thing I hate about this game. Why would you make anything triangle? Next up is Metamorpho. I actually think this custom isn't too bad. I wish that I could split the chest and have purple on one side and orange on the other, but obviously can't do that. So yeah, Metamorpho is actually one of my favorite parts of this movie. Um, I thought the scene inside of the Pocket Universe was pretty cool. The scene with the river when they almost went to the black hole was also pretty fun to watch. And Metamorpho was just such a cool character. I gave him these like white hand effects from the scene where he repowered up Superman by creating a fake sun, or like a miniature sun. Um, I gave him the Aquaman chest plate. Just forget about the giant Aquaman belt and just pretend it's the chest plate. He has Clayface's arm, but orange, Queen Atlantea's arm, but purple, and I gave him this gray hip plate because of the shorts that he wears. And then on the right side is again Queen Atlantea's, but actually white for like the little crystal kind of look. And again Clayface, but brown for the muddy kind of look. So I think that this turned out pretty well. I was actually proud with the final piece. And major spoilers for the end of the movie, we have Supergirl. Now I'm gonna need y'all to suspend your disbelief for just a moment with this custom. In the movie, she wears a brown jacket or like a tan jacket over her super suit, and I thought that um Eradicator's torso plate was kind of cool for this because you have her super suit under it, you have the logo. While I wish the logo was just on the blue, just pretend, you know. Um and then obviously she has her skirt and her trusty dog Crypto, which we find out at the end of the movie is actually her dog. Um, I'm really excited for her Supergirl movie. I think that Millie Alcock is going to be a great Supergirl. I think she looked great in the costume. The costume itself, while I wasn't the biggest fan of Superman's costume because of the lines, like I still love it. I think it's a great costume. But I was hoping that we could get kind of more of an advanced look without all of the lines in the future. But they gave them to her as well, so it's making me think that this is just what it's gonna look like. And honestly, I like it. I'm good with that because it still looks like a great suit. It's vibrant. It has the colors, and um, not to diss Melissa Benoist's Supergirl. I loved that TV show, and I thought she was a great Supergirl. But her suit was always so dark, and so same with Tyler Hoechlin and Henry Cavill's Superman suits. They were always so dark. I like seeing the vibrant colors, so I'm really happy that we have this new universe going forwards, and I cannot wait to see what's next. I can't wait to see Batman. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, without further ado, that will be the end of this custom video. If you've enjoyed, please drop a follow, like, let me know what you think about the customs, and let me know what you want to see next. I'm probably going to start making some more right after I'm done with this. I just have to find what to make. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night whenever you're watching this.